Taeyeon posts a message after getting knocked over by a crowd of fans in Jakarta airport.
We all know that in 2017, violence is never the answer, and there was some violent interaction, or sort of violent, or at least very uncomfortable situation for Taeyeon of Girls' Generation arriving at the Jakarta, Indonesia airport recently.
It was very unacceptable.
Many fan videos were posted of this. One of them is of her entering the airport before she gets to the area where the fans are waiting for her. So you can see her walking flanked by some military guards and also other people. A few people it looks like might have come from Korea, but they mostly look like they were waiting for her there. It gets sticky once she has to enter where all the fans are waiting for her. It's chaos, and she's very, very, very uncomfortable. Even though there's military there, I want to call them military. They're like MPs, sort of more like airport security. She got knocked down, she got helped back up, and she actually wrote a statement on her Instagram afterwards. This is the translation of her statement on Instagram from Korean to English. At the Jakarta airport, there were so many people, so our feet and bodies were getting tangled up, and it was a dangerous situation. I fell on the floor and was shaking and couldn't stop my tears. Local security must have thought it looked dangerous, so he lifted me up, and that was also shocking and surprising. I was in a state of anxiety due to body contact from behind and beside me. No order could be found anywhere, and people who were waiting fell down just like me, and I think there were people who got hurt, so my heart is not in a good place. I don't think it was on purpose, but my body parts like my butt and my chest kept coming in contact, hit, and getting pulled. That feeling took me aback, and I couldn't be in a proper state of mind. So I could not arrive in Jakarta, which I was visiting for the first time in a while, with a good appearance. I'm so sorry to fans who were waiting, and please, I ask that we keep order so we don't get hurt, since our fans have a lot of love, affection, and understanding for one another. More than anyone, I will consider today's incident as an one-off incident. I will wish for no one to get hurt. She was extremely polite there, wouldn't you say?
Too polite. Why are you apologizing, girl? Why? As a person, I really don't know her, so I can't, but she's done some things that I found questionable in the past, and this makes me kind of a little bit angry, because why is she apologizing to other people for her being terrified when she's being assaulted and groped? She was hit by a camera, and that's part of why she fell down. She was crying, she was shaking. Why are you apologizing? You don't need to apologize for your crew, for your agency, because she said that it was her agency's mistake in another statement, and she said she's fine. I'm glad that you're fine, but I know a lot of people who use the word fine when they're not fine.
I think people who have the most energy in this world are the ones that are ready to apologize first. For some reason, she's got a lot of attention on her. She was mobbed, and here she's the one apologizing when it's the people who are nameless and anonymous who are going to get away with touching her or mobbing her that should be apologizing. Violence is so unacceptable at this point. Less than a week ago, I was attacked. You can see it right here. I was assaulted and nobody apologized to me. I don't want to get into the details, but it's ruined my week. And I mean, I'm tore up inside. She must be feeling even worse than me. She's got to go and perform that day or the next day, or she's going straight to a hotel. I mean, she's just trying to arrive in an airport, straight to the hotel so she can relax and prep her mind. And this ruins the experience. And then therefore, she's got to go on and make a public statement. The thing that happened to me, I didn't even want to talk about, but I mean, my little struggle, which is basically nothing, is still, it pales in comparison to what people like Taeyeon have to deal with.
Well, and this is, not only is this physical assault, but this is also sexual assault if they're touching her body parts inappropriately, if she's feeling like she's being groped. Like, that is uncomfortable, and that is something I hope that she gets some sort of therapy or counseling to work through this. This is part of one of those things that it's almost part of the job description, as much as I hate to say it, which is so wrong on so many levels. Why are we still continuing to have this? Now, there was another video of her at Incheon Airport, and
several.
It was similar in that there were a lot of people who were trying to take pictures and following her with cameras, and yeah, that's an invasion of privacy. They at least kept a respectable distance, despite having one handler there.
And she still looked extremely uncomfortable. You can just tell she absolutely didn't want to be there in that situation.
Nothing compared to Jakarta. It was, I would never want to go back to Jakarta if I was her.
I have a no tolerance policy for this type of shit, and especially once it happens to you, then you realize how detrimental it can be to the future you and how you have to deal with that. You have to figure out a way to deal with that. She has to figure out a way that she's going to overcome this without anybody knowing that she's figuring it out. It's just, you see these videos and you go, oh, that really sucks for her, but then it's over. We're making this video about 48 hours after it happened. There's already a ton of videos out. This video might not get seen by as many people as we would like or we would normally hope for because there's so many other already competing videos, but this is an important conversation that we can't stop having until we get to the point where we're not treating each other violently anymore.
Because she's not going to get an apology. She's not going to be able to take anybody to any sort of court or get any resolution other than in her own self. And this is something that I feel needs to change with Korean fandoms. People need to not mob people quite this excessively.
Comments, everybody, your reaction to when you saw these videos or you heard the news that Taeyeon had a really unfortunate arrival in Jakarta, Indonesia.
What are some of your thoughts on the fandoms, on sasaengs? Do you think that Taeyeon might need some sort of like Pope-mobile type vehicle to get through these crowds of mobs of people in the future? What are your thoughts? Comments.
Click the like button, you guys. Thank you for supporting us. Click the bell for notifications. Check out the link to Kgal, and don't forget to subscribe for more HallyuBack news. That's it. We're out of here. Hasta luego.
Bye!